Hello everybody, how's it going? So today I'm bringing you another base design. Few basic facts about the base is that the base costs 28,000 stone, 10,600 wood, and 9,000 metal frags. It also costs a few components which aren't too hard to get. The base is intended for 2 to 3 players and the loot is intended to be spread out, which I'll show you in a bit what I mean. Let's start off by talking about defenses. First thing first, of course, is going to be our foundation plan. It's a simple 3-wall to center foundation plan, but it also includes elevated foundations. The elevated foundations will help us in a defensive manner, but it also allow us to make a cool interior design. This is what I like to call a catwalk. Our catwalk features auto turrets and signs. The catwalk naturally prevents people from being able to ladder up, and since you can't use a tool while you're on a ladder, you can't pickaxe through the catwalk. And if somehow you manage to boost on some of your friends' heads to try to place a ladder, you won't be able to place it because of the signs. So, well, ladders won't be a very viable option, but what about building? Well, if you try to build, the auto turrets will just shoot you up, because auto turrets will just shoot through twig structures. So there are ways of getting past the auto turrets, and here's my plan for that. So, let's say you have this normal 2x2 design, and I don't know, they just build up and blow through there. And now they got your loot. Well, not quite. Actually, you got half your loot on the bottom floor. So in this situation, one of two things is going to happen. One, they're going to give up and quit because they think they got all the loot, or they're going to continue blowing down. Let's say they do actually continue blowing down. So they blow through the ladder hatch, there goes ladder hatch, bye bye, and they blow through a doorway. Now they have all the loot. So for a base that initially costed 2c4, we've managed to double that by just simply splitting off our loot. Now imagine just doubling raid cost using this strategy, just in a larger scale. Well, I've managed to do it, so here's what I got. Hey, how's it going everybody? Talk of Nakaduste here, and today I'm bringing you another group base. As you can already tell, we're going to be using elevated foundations. Front door right here, I highly recommend you have this one as armored. Open the hatch, you can check for door campers, you can stand on top of the lantern to get a lower view, which works really well. Now we're not going to go into the door to the right just yet, but we're going to go to the one to the left. This continues through our airlocks, and right here behind these double doors is going to be some dump chests. You could use them as storage if you'd like, but personally, whenever I go farming, I like to have a place to just dump my loot. Behind this door right here is going to be our center foundation. So as you can see, there's a few bags right here, put as many as you like, and right above my head is going to be a few chests. This is where you're going to store half of your weapons and armor. The reason for this is because the other half is going to be upstairs, and that's where most likely the raiders are going to blow through. And if you have your loot split off like this, the raider has to blow through both halves of the base. Covered right there if you missed it. Behind this armor door is going to be a little bit of resource storage. Obviously your primary resource storage is going to be upstairs, but I do recommend putting a little bit down here just so you have a little if they raid the top half of your base. Through the other side of the central 1x1, you pretty much got the same thing. It's just a second entrance. I'm just proving my point. Back to the door that I told you we'd skip over. Right above that we have a few boxes for you guys to use for whatever you want. Here's our ladder room. We're not going to be using a ladder hatch in this base because there's really no point. Might as well save the room by using a ladder. You can easily get through the doorway by just pressing space. It's not that hard. And there we go. Right here, another bag right here for you guys to use, and right underneath that is 2 boxes for you guys to store some more weapons and armor. This is where you're going to put most of your weapons and armor, so make sure you split off your loot evenly. We got a cell gate right here that links into our furnace room. We've only got 6 furnaces in here, so I highly recommend that you set up a furnace base. Behind these doors right here is going to be our resource storage. So we got 3 boxes in each of these, so you guys can access it like so. This is what I like to call your primary resource storage, so store most of your resources here. Underneath each one of these resource storages, we have a lower deck right here, which links into more loot rooms. Right over here, 4 boxes behind this double doors right here. You can add 6 if you want, but that's up to you. Under this flooring right here that links into our other lower deck, we have our main loot storage. So you guys can put resources here if you'd want, but personally I feel like it'd be useful to put my explosives here. Let's close this sheet metal door right here, as well as this one right over here, and let's head back over to where our bags are. I skipped over this armored door right here. You're going to want to have this door armored. This pretty much just links to our catwalk. Most people are going to be raiding through here, so definitely have that as armored. On this catwalk we have 4 auto turrets. These auto turrets pretty much protect the entirety of the base, so you don't have to worry about people getting too close or people building up. We also have 2 lower spots right here, which will have 2 out of the 4 of our auto turrets. You can use this as a shooting spot if you want, because you don't have to worry about people getting onto your catwalk. We also got a few bunker windows right here to protect our sides. You guys can use this if you want. This ladder right here pretty much leads to the top of the base, which is going to be our main shooting area if you guys want to use it like that. Anyways, I put a few boxes up here that way we can just run over here, jump and crouch, and you can get a good shooting angle, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the base tour, so let's show you how to build it. Start the build off by making yourself a starter base. Making this base modular is going to be pretty difficult, so you might as well just make a 2x2. Make sure you have quite a bit of furnaces as well as a few boxes, because you're going to need this for a lot of metal. When you're ready to start building, place a lower foundation like so. Make sure it's relatively low and not so high. Then you're going to place a triangle foundation attached to it, and another one on the other side. Then we're going to build something that looks like this. Kinda weird looking, pretty easy to build though. From there, select the foundation stairs and build up one. Then you're going to place a square foundation attached to it. Build back in one on one of the sides. You can do it on both if you really want, but you only have to do it on one. From there, remove the center foundation and then place your elevated foundation in the middle. Then place 3 triangles off of that one to make a trapezoid shape. And remove the center and place back the lower foundation. And that's kind of how your foundation plan looks. Pretty simple, not too hard. Then all you gotta do is just upgrade it to sheet metal. If you don't have that much sheet metal, you can upgrade to stone for now. The reason why we use sheet metal for foundations is because it takes much longer to decay than stone. Your next step is going to be securing a cupboard. Go to any of the trapezoids. What you're going to do is you're going to place 2 walls like so, a ceiling right there, and a doorway right there. Then you're just going to upgrade everything to stone and the ceiling to sheet metal. Then from there, place in your doorways and your outer perimeter walls. Right across from one of the doorways, you're going to place a single doorway. This is going to be for the ladder room. Make sure to do the same thing for the opposite side. Then on the opposite side from your ladder hatch room, you're going to place just a single wall right here. Same thing over here. Then split off the ladder room from the resource room, and put a doorway on the top of the trapezoid. Then you should get something that looks like this. From there, place in your airlock, and then upgrade it to stone, and then place a double door right next to that. Then place another door right there, and upgrade everything to sheet metal or stone. And of course, do the same thing for the other side. Then on the lower part, add an extra layer of walls so you have 2 high on this side. Then upgrade the stone. Then on the triangle that's attached to it and is at the same elevation, you're going to place walls here as well. Then do the same exact thing to the opposite side. Then place in your sheet metal flooring. Make sure you do not cover up your ladder room, because that would kind of suck. Now before you box in your resource room, you're going to want to place in the boxes first, because it's kind of difficult if you have the roofs on already. Now that you have that done, you can finally place the sheet metal floorings on top. And what you're going to do for the doorways and squares is you're going to place it right on top of the doorway. So it's going to be half a block from where I'm at. And just upgrade it to sheet metal. This is where your boxes are going to go, so if you want to place them now, it's completely up to you. I think that's what I do. Then for the center foundation roof, you're going to place it at the same height as the trapezoids. Then for these triangles that are sticking up, just place a triangle floor tile, and that's pretty much just it. Once you're done with your roofing, just go ahead and place in all your doorways. If you did it correctly, your entire interior should be completely enclosed, so now you can go ahead and place some boxes if you'd like. Now you're going to add some layers of walls. You're going to add one more layer of walling to the walls attached to the lower foundation, and 2 more to the ones attached to the higher foundation. If you are confused in any way, I highly recommend that you slow down the video with the gear icon in the bottom right. I'm going to be straight honest with you guys, this next step is going to be the hardest step with the base build just because it's straight up confusing. If you're able to do this step, you're pretty much able to do the entire base build. You're going to start off by honeycombing off your trapezoid. Pretty simple step, just upgrade everything to stone. For this wall right here, I actually recommend that you upgrade to sheet metal, that way nobody can pick in from down below. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. Then for this triangle right here, you're just going to place the walls like normal. Same thing for the other side. Then just enclose the triangle. Pretty simple, done with the hardest step. Now we're going to begin working on our sheet metal flooring. Place in 2 triangles right above the trapezoid and upgrade them to sheet metal. Do not cover up your ladder room. Then place square floor tiles above your central square and on the side ones. Do not place a square floor tile where the entrance to the ladder room is. We'll do that in a second though. What you're going to do for those is you're actually going to place it a half floor below. You could tell it's the one when there's chests right below. Then just upgrade all your flooring to sheet metal. Now this is what you should have so far. Pretty simple, not too hard. Now for your elevated parts, you're just going to place your triangle floor tile and a square attached to it. To the left of the ladder room, you're going to place a normal wall, and then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. From there, place another square floor tile in the center and upgrade it to sheet metal. Then for your ladder room, place a triangle floor tile right there and a square on top. Upgrade the triangle floor tile to sheet metal and the doorway to stone. If you want to place chests underneath right now, it's completely up to you. Then just do it for the other side. Then on both sides of the central square, you're going to place single door frames. From there, this is what you should have so far. Right on top of your gun boxes, you're going to place a doorway there, and another doorway right here. Notice how you can't place a wall here. All you got to do is just get a square floor tile, place it in, and then place in your walls. You can remove the square floor tile when you're done. Now just do this for all 4 corners. To the left of each doorway, you're going to place a normal wall. Pretty simple, just upgrade it to stone. Then place in your 6 furnaces, as well as 2 doorways on the square. Then hop down underneath to your lower deck and place your boxes. From there, you just gotta place in your salvage shelves and chest. Once you have all your chests down, place in some sheet metal floorings on your trapezoid. Then wall off your trapezoid and upgrade everything to stone. Then place your 3 boxes in like shown. Once chests are down, place in all your sheet metal flooring. Now our loot room is protected, we're going to protect it even more by adding an extra layer of sheet metal flooring. Now that majority of the base is done, we can begin working on our catwalk. Do it in any pattern that you like. If you want to do it like I did, slow down the video with the gear icon on the bottom right, or check out the paste bin down below. Now for your last step, which in my opinion is the most tedious, all you gotta do is just place your signs along your catwalk. But for me, since I'm very lazy, I'm gonna show you how to do it in vanilla, and then I'm gonna go into NoClip and then do it from there. That's pretty much it for the bass build. So anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.